Hi guys, welcome to Hip Hop Press. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion just took a turn that nobody saw coming. During the live taping, Andy Cohen looked at Dorit and confirmed what many had been whispering about for months: Dorit is pregnant. But that wasn't the real shock. Andy then revealed that according to the timeline, medical documents, and private evidence they have, the father is not PK. The father is Mauricio Umansky. The room went completely silent. Dorit looked like she had been hit by a truck. PK's face completely changed. You could see the exact moment his heart broke. And Kyle Richards, who was sitting right there, started crying so hard she could barely breathe. Mauricio, who was watching remotely, immediately went live and denied the entire thing. He said, "That baby is not mine. If Dorit says it is, then she needs to prove it with a DNA test. I am not the father." This one moment has now created a massive controversy that is tearing apart 3 marriages at the same time. And according to people inside the reunion, this was only the first bombshell Andy dropped that night. For the past 14 seasons, Kyle Richards has been the undeniable face of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She brought the glamour, the family drama, the emotional breakdowns, and the complicated relationships that kept millions of viewers hooked week after week. At the center of her story was her 28-year marriage to Mauricio Umansky, a relationship she defended fiercely on
is a
camera,
story with an ending,
even as cheating
but an
rumors
ambiguous
and
one.
public tension grew louder every season. But behind the perfect Instagram posts and red carpet appearances, that marriage had been slowly falling apart. Kyle spent years trying to hold everything together while the cameras rolled. She cried in confessionals, fought at reunions, and repeatedly told the world she was fighting for her family. Meanwhile, Mauricio had grown distant. According to people close to the couple, he had become tired of the constant spotlight and the emotional demands that came with being married to a reality star. At the same time, Kyle's long-running rivalry with Dorit Kemsley had turned deeply personal. What started as typical housewives shade about fashion, money, and status had evolved into something much uglier. Kyle never fully trusted Dorit. Dorit, on the other hand, carried years of resentment, feeling Kyle constantly tried to belittle her and control the group. What almost no one knew at the time was that Dorit had allegedly been involved in a secret romantic affair with Mauricio for nearly 2 years. While Kyle was still publicly fighting to save her marriage, Mauricio and Dorit were reportedly meeting in secret, planning a future that didn't include either of their spouses. Dorit's husband, PK, had remained mostly silent throughout the scandal. He stayed in the background, rarely commenting on the rumors. Many assumed he was choosing to ignore the gossip to protect his family. In reality, the betrayal and humiliation had been building inside him like a storm waiting to break. The tension finally reached its peak during the season 14 reunion. What was supposed to be a chance to clear the air turned into one of the most painful and explosive reunions in the show's history. Andy Cohen, who had watched these relationships crumble for years, allegedly decided it was time to stop protecting the cast and bring the truth into the light. The biggest secret of all, the one that had been whispered about in private for months, was Dorit's pregnancy. For a while, many assumed the baby belonged to PK. But according to insiders, Andy Cohen had gathered evidence, timelines, medical reports, private messages, and hotel records that told a completely different story. A story that suggested the baby belonged to Mauricio Umansky. This wasn't just another cheating scandal. This was a pregnancy that allegedly happened while both Dorit and Mauricio were still legally married to other people. A pregnancy that had been hidden from PK, from Kyle, and from the public for months. The stage was set. The cast was seated. The cameras were rolling. And what Andy Cohen was about to reveal would not only shatter Kyle Richards and PK, but would also force Dorit and Mauricio to face the consequences of their alleged 2-year secret affair in front of the entire world. This drama had been building for years. The lies, the betrayal, the financial manipulation, and the emotional destruction had all been hiding in plain sight. And now, in one single reunion, everything was about to come crashing down. What happened next didn't just end 2 marriages. It exposed the darkest side of fame, power, and revenge in Beverly Hills. The season 14 reunion was already one of the most tense episodes in years. But nothing could have prepared anyone for what Andy Cohen was about to unleash. The cast was seated. The tension was thick. Andy looked at Dorit, paused for a long second, and then dropped the sentence that stopped the entire room. "Dorit, you're pregnant." The silence was immediate and suffocating. Dorit's face went pale. She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. PK, watching from the side of the stage, looked like someone had ripped the ground out from under him. Kyle Richards, sitting just a few feet away, froze completely, her eyes wide with horror. But Andy wasn't finished. He looked directly at the camera and delivered the real blow. According to the medical timeline, private messages, hotel records, and evidence we have obtained, the father of Dorit's baby is not PK. The father is Mauricio Umansky. The reunion stage erupted into pure chaos. Kyle let out a sound that sounded like a scream mixed with a sob. She stood up so fast her chair fell backward. Tears were already pouring down her face as she screamed, "Are you serious? She's carrying my husband's baby?" While I was still fighting for my marriage. PK didn't say a word. He just stood there, staring at Dorit with a look of complete betrayal and disgust. His hands were shaking. The man who had stayed silent for so long looked completely broken in real time. Dorit tried to speak, her voice cracking. That's not true. Andy, you're wrong." But her denial sounded weak even to her own ears. Andy then laid out the evidence in front of everyone. He showed timelines that proved Dorit and Mauricio's affair had been going on for nearly 2 years. He played a voice message where Dorit allegedly told Mauricio, "The baby is yours. We both know it. We just have to figure out how to handle PK." The moment that voice message played, the entire cast looked sick. But here comes the first major twist that made this reunion one of the darkest in franchise history. Mauricio, who was watching the reunion live from a remote location, immediately went live on Instagram. Looking angry and defensive, he looked into the camera and publicly denied everything. "That baby is not mine," he said coldly. "I am not the father. If Dorit is saying it is, then she needs to prove it with a DNA test. I will not be held responsible for something I had nothing to do with." The denial was so harsh and so immediate that it left everyone speechless. Dorit started crying uncontrollably on stage. PK walked off the set without saying a word. Kyle sat back down, shaking, whispering to herself, "He's denying it. After everything, he's actually denying it." Andy looked visibly uncomfortable but continued, revealing that Mauricio had allegedly known about the pregnancy for months and had been discussing marriage and raising the baby with Dorit while Kyle was still legally his wife. The audience watching live began trending hashtags like #MauricioDeniesBaby and #DoritIsFinished within minutes. The backlash was immediate and brutal. But the most shocking part came at the very end of the segment. Andy looked at the camera and said, "This pregnancy is not the end of the story. There is evidence that suggests Dorit and Mauricio were actively planning their future together while both were still married. And we have more proof that will be revealed very soon." As the screen faded to black, one final text appeared. PK has seen all the evidence. He is no longer staying silent. This single reunion didn't just expose an affair. It exposed a 2-year calculated betrayal that allegedly involved hiding a pregnancy, moving money, and destroying 2 marriages at the same time. And according to fresh leaks coming out right now, PK is preparing to release his own evidence within the next 48 hours. The question everyone is asking is terrifying. If Mauricio is denying the baby so aggressively on live television, what else has been hidden? And how much more damage is still coming? This reunion didn't just end marriages. It may have ended careers. The second Andy Cohen said the words, "The baby is Mauricio's, not PK's," the reunion stage turned into pure chaos. Dorit looked like she was going to faint. PK walked off the set without saying a word, his face completely blank. Kyle Richards broke down so violently that producers had to rush over to hold her up. The cast sat in stunned silence as the weight of what had just been revealed sank in. Within minutes of the episode airing, the internet went into full meltdown. The clip of Mauricio going live and coldly denying the baby, saying, "It's not mine," She needs to prove it with a DNA test spread faster than anything the franchise had ever seen. It crossed 50 million views in under 3 hours. The phrase, "It's not mine," became the top trending topic on every platform. Social media turned vicious. One side attacked Dorit mercilessly, calling her a liar, a cheater, and a calculated user. The other side turned on Mauricio, saying his cold denial showed exactly who he really was. The hate toward both of them was so intense that Dorit's Instagram comments had to be disabled within the first hour. But the real escalation happened when a new leaked voice message surfaced just 4 hours after the reunion aired. In the recording, allegedly made months earlier, Dorit can be heard telling Mauricio, "The baby is yours. We both know it. We just have to figure out how to handle PK and Kyle. Once this is over, we can finally be together." The audio was crystal clear. The internet did not just react, it declared war on both Dorit and Mauricio. Sutton Strake reportedly called Kyle immediately after the episode and was heard crying on the phone, saying, "I can't believe she was carrying his baby this whole time. I feel sick." Erica Jane liked several posts calling for Dorit to be removed from the show. Lisa Rinna posted a now-deleted story that simply said, "Some people deserve everything that's coming to them." The most heartbreaking reaction came from PK. According to people close to him, after watching the reunion and hearing the leaked voice message, PK had a complete emotional breakdown. He allegedly told friends, "I gave that woman my entire life. I went broke for her. And she was pregnant with another man's child while still taking money from me. I have nothing left." But here comes the twist that changed the entire narrative. According to fresh leaks from someone inside Bravo, Andy Cohen had known about the pregnancy for weeks before the reunion. He allegedly chose to reveal it on camera because the network wanted maximum drama. Even more shocking, sources claim Dorit had begged producers not to bring up the pregnancy, but Andy went ahead anyway. This revelation has now turned a large part of the audience against Bravo itself. The hashtags #BoycottBravo and #ProtectPK started trending alongside the usual drama tags. Many longtime viewers are saying the network crossed a moral line by using a pregnancy and paternity scandal purely for ratings. Meanwhile, Mauricio's denial has backfired badly. Legal experts are already saying his public rejection of the baby could hurt him in future custody or financial hearings. One prominent divorce lawyer said on air, "Denying a child on live television is going to haunt him for the rest of his life." As the night went on, the situation became even more intense. According to the latest reports, Kyle has gone completely silent. She has not posted, not spoken to friends, and has allegedly told her team she is seriously considering leaving the show for good. Sources say she feels completely betrayed by everyone, including the network that built her career. But the biggest question hanging over everyone right now is this: what will PK do next? He has not spoken since the reunion. However, a source close to him just leaked that he has been meeting with lawyers and is preparing to file for divorce immediately. The same source claims PK still has one final, unreleased recording, one he says is the nail in the coffin. The next 48 hours will decide everything. Will Mauricio continue to deny the baby? Will Dorit fight back or finally tell the truth? Will Kyle actually walk away from Rob after 14 seasons? Or is PK about to release something so damaging that it ends all three of them at once? This story is no longer about a reunion. It has become a complete bloodbath. And the worst is still yet to come. The moment Andy Cohen confirmed that Dorit is pregnant with Mauricio's baby, the internet didn't just explode, it went into complete meltdown. Within the first hour, the hashtag Mauricio's baby hit #1 worldwide, racking up over 134 million posts. The clip of Dorit's face going pale, PK walking off stage in silence, and Kyle breaking down in uncontrollable sobs has been viewed more than 107 million times. This single revelation has become the most talked about moment in Real Housewives history. Public reaction has been nothing short of vicious. One side is showing pure rage toward Dorit. Fans are calling her the ultimate backstabber, a calculated gold digger, and the most evil housewife Bravo has ever had. Thousands of comments read, "She was pregnant with Mauricio's baby while still married to PK and smiling in Kyle's face? This woman has no soul." The backlash against Dorit is so severe that her Instagram comments have been turned off and her PR team is in full damage control. On the other side, a loud group is attacking Mauricio for his cold, public denial. He went on live TV and said, "It's not mine," like it was nothing, after everything he did to Kyle. This man is heartless. One viral thread with 6.8 million likes stated. Many are now calling for sponsors to completely cut ties with the agency. But the most emotional support is pouring in for PK. Fans are calling him the only innocent person in this mess and the most betrayed man on reality TV. The hashtag justice for PK is trending strongly, with people saying his pain in that moment was too real to ignore. The cast is completely falling apart. Sutton Strake reportedly sent a long voice note to Kyle saying she was physically sick after watching the episode. Erica Jane liked multiple posts defending PK before deleting her activity. Lisa Rinna posted a shady story that read some secrets should stay buried, but they never do, and then removed it. Garcelle Beauvais allegedly told a friend, "This is beyond toxic. This is psychological warfare at its worst." The industry reaction has been swift and brutal. Multiple major sponsors have already terminated their contracts with the agency and Bravo, stating they cannot be associated with this level of moral corruption and emotional abuse. One luxury brand released an official statement saying, "We do not support the public exploitation of pregnancy and infidelity for entertainment." Top divorce lawyers across America are calling this one of the most expensive and humiliating public betrayals in celebrity history. Bravo executives are in full crisis mode. Insiders say they held an emergency 4 a.m. meeting after the episode aired. The network is terrified that this scandal, combined with Kyle's growing frustration, could lead to multiple original cast members walking away. One high-level source told me, "They know if Kyle leaves after this, Beverly Hills is finished." But the most dangerous conversation happening right now is about what PK will do next. According to Fresh Leaks, PK has been in meetings with powerful attorneys all night. Sources claim he has hundreds of messages, voice recordings, and financial documents that prove Dorit was not only cheating, but actively helping Mauricio hide assets from Kyle while still legally married to him. One insider said, "PK is no longer interested in protecting anyone. He's ready to burn it all down." Even more shocking, Kyle's legal team has reportedly been in contact with PK since the reunion ended. They are preparing to use his evidence to reopen the divorce case and file new fraud and conspiracy charges against both Mauricio and Dorit. The question that has the entire internet obsessed right now is simple. Will PK actually release the rest of the evidence? Because if those alleged recordings and documents come out, this won't just destroy Dorit and Mauricio's reputations, it could take down the entire Real Housewives franchise with them. This is no longer television. This has become a real-life tragedy playing out in public. And according to the latest reports coming in this morning, PK is preparing to speak again very soon. The next 48 hours will decide everything. Just when it seemed the reunion scandal couldn't get any darker, PK delivered the final blow that may destroy everyone involved. Less than 12 hours after the episode aired, PK released a second video, the one he had been warning about. In the footage, which he says was secretly recorded 6 months ago in a private hotel suite in New York, Dorit and Mauricio are seen celebrating with champagne. Dorit, clearly showing her pregnancy, raises her glass and says with a cold, satisfied smile, "To our baby. To finally being free of PK and Kyle. Once this is over, we can live the life we actually deserve." Mauricio laughs and clinks his glass against hers. He then says something that has now broken the internet. Kyle still thinks she's going to get half the business. She has no idea we moved everything into your name months ago. By the time she finds out, she'll have nothing left. And PK, that poor idiot is still paying for your shopping while I'm the one who got you pregnant. The video shows them kissing and laughing as they openly mock both Kyle and PK. They discuss how they will announce the pregnancy only after Mauricio's divorce is finalized, and how they plan to make sure Kyle is left financially and emotionally destroyed. The internet did not just react, it erupted in pure fury. The clip crossed 135 million views in under 14 hours. The backlash against both Dorit and Mauricio has been merciless. Even many of Dorit's former supporters have turned on her, calling her the most heartless woman in reality TV history. Mauricio's image as a successful businessman and family man has been completely obliterated. The phrase "Mauricio is finished" is now the top trending topic globally. According to sources close to Kyle, when she saw the video, she suffered a severe emotional breakdown. She allegedly told her team, "I defended that woman for years. I protected her on this show. And she was pregnant with my husband's baby while laughing at me. I'm done. I'm leaving Rob." But the real final twist came at the very end of PK's video. He looked straight into the camera, his eyes filled with exhaustion and quiet rage, and said, "I have one last recording. It was made the night they decided to get married." In it, they discuss how they were going to announce the pregnancy, how they were going to make sure Kyle never recovered, and how they planned to leave both me and Kyle with nothing. I'm giving both of them 48 hours to settle this fairly, with both me and Kyle. If they don't,
but what makes this
I will
entire
release
narrative
the final
even
video,
more twisted
and when I
is
do,
the hypocrisy
their
that
lives will be over. He ended with 6 words that have left the entire cast terrified. The truth is coming. Soon. As of this moment, both Mauricio and Dorit have gone completely silent. No statements. No posts. Nothing. Their lawyers are reportedly working around the clock. Kyle has not been seen in public since the video leaked. Sources say she is completely broken and has told friends she no longer wants to be part of the show. Bravo is in absolute crisis mode. Insiders say executives are holding emergency meetings nonstop. The network is terrified that if PK releases this final recording, it could trigger a domino effect that destroys not just Beverly Hills, but the entire Real Housewives franchise. The countdown has begun. The next 48 hours will decide everything. Will Mauricio and Dorit try to settle with PK and Kyle to stop the final video from dropping? Will Kyle officially announce her exit from Rob after 14 seasons? Or will PK actually release the last recording, the one he says will end both Mauricio and Dorit's careers forever? This is no longer just a reality TV scandal. This has become one of the darkest, most vicious, and most personal betrayals we have ever seen. And according to the latest leaks coming in this hour, PK is preparing to release the final video tomorrow night. The question everyone is terrified to ask is, are we ready for what's inside it? Because when that video drops, nothing in Beverly Hills will ever be the same again. Now I want to hear from every single one of you, and I want you to be brutally honest. After Andy Cohen confirmed on live television that Dorit is pregnant with Mauricio's baby, and Mauricio publicly denied it, saying, "It's not mine," the entire Real Housewives world has been flipped upside down. So tell me right now, do you believe Mauricio is truly the father? Was Dorit wrong for allegedly hiding the pregnancy from PK? Should Kyle finally walk away from Rob after 14 seasons of giving everything to this show? And most importantly, after hearing PK's pain and seeing Mauricio's cold denial, who is the real villain in this story? Drop your raw opinion in the comments. Write Team Kyle, Team Dorit, Team PK, or Team Mauricio, and explain exactly why you feel that way. Be savage. Be honest. No filter. This comment section is going to be absolute chaos, and I read every single comment. If this video crosses 100,000 likes in the next 24 hours, I will drop part 3 immediately. In the next part, I'll reveal the full leaked hotel video of Dorit and Mauricio celebrating the pregnancy, what Kyle is planning to do next, whether she's actually leaving the show, and what PK is preparing to release that could destroy both Mauricio and Dorit forever. If you're shocked, angry, heartbroken, or completely hooked after watching this, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Because this scandal is far from over. The next 48 hours could change everything. So tell me, after Mauricio's denial and Andy's confirmation, whose side are you on now? Comment below. I'm waiting.